Alright guys, so this is a little bit of a different video. If you know my channel, I used to do interviews a lot. So we're kind of bringing that back with my roommate. He is the best Nickelodeon All Stars player on the planet. The best Nicker out there, okay? If that makes you uncomfortable, you say Nicka with a soft A. But either way, it's my boy, Void. Now, Void, look, I know you're fresh off of a big win, the first big open bracket for the game, right? You just won the Juice Box, H-Boxes tournament, and you used all of Aang.
Yeah.
Now, I have a question, because when I first approached you about playing the game, you said Aang was like your third best. You didn't think he was like the shit, if you will. Has that changed? Is he like officially your main?
I think so. Mainly because Aang does a lot of damage per combo in comparison to other characters, but he doesn't kill as easily. So like other characters, they'll like do up, strong or whatever, and like they'll only do like 40%, but they'll kill you.
Right.
But Aang will like do like the same things, and he'll do like 80%, but he won't kill you.
Okay.
So I was like, if I just find ways to kill, like clearly I'm doing more percent, so if I fuck up, I'm good.
Right.
But yeah, I didn't know how to do that like 3 days ago.
Okay.
And now I know how to do that.
Clearly the difference maker. So I was actually, so I've been saying like for a while, or however long the game's been out, like 4 days or whatever, I've been saying you're the best, okay? I said, and then people were coming to me like, oh, he's in losers brackets. Like, don't worry about it. He's the best. And what happens? You get the reset. But in winners, losing the Thunders, right? Leonardo. What happened with that? Do you feel like is Leo, is he the best character potentially in the game? Because a lot of people are jumping on that bandwagon and saying that already.
I don't think so. Leo's really solid overall. It's like Sheik in Smash 4.
Okay.
Where like Leo's really solid overall, but he's not trying to cheese you really. And in Grands, a lot of the like cheese stuff that he was doing was kind of counteracted by DI away, like survival DI.
Okay.
So if you DI in, then he gets the follow-ups.
Right.
But if you don't DI in, it's like his smash attacks have a lot of startup.
Yeah.
His kill moves in general just aren't that good, but he will out hitbox you until he kills you.
Okay.
So I feel like the game's way dumber than that. Like there's so much ridiculous stuff in the game that I can't see Leo being the best.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's we're still super early into the meta, right? Not even a week actually released. Like I like Oblina. I think Oblina's actually broken. I think that character's gonna like shoot up the ladder, and as soon as you see more like tournaments and stuff like that, I think it's gonna be an absolute problem. If in your opinion, you know, obviously again, like just because you have such a good mind for the game, who do you foresee taking over like that top 3 slot? You know what I'm saying, or top 3 characters in the game for Nick All Stars?
I think Lucy is insane.
Lucy? Okay.
One thing that Lucy does that I guess like Aang doesn't, Lucy's down air. If you hit down air in the air, they don't bounce off the ground.
No?
So you down air somebody to the ground and you just tech chase them.
Oh, okay.
But like Aang, I'm like down airing people to the ground, I'm like, well, they're gonna bounce off or they can tech. I can't really like keep it on one, but Lucy not only has that, has like down tilt into up strong, which is a kill confirm, has the coffin, really good recovery. Like I feel like that character overall is just insane. I actually think SpongeBob is kind of crazy.
Now hold on. Now, so I saw a clip of SpongeBob like infiniting, but I don't think there was any DI involved.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
That's the thing. That's not the broken SpongeBob.
Okay,
stuff.
really?
Yeah,
Okay.
SpongeBob has a lot of crazy stuff. Still a little more honest in terms of like the BS that he has, but Bubble's really good. The normals are really good. The recovery is really good right now. It might get a little worse, but it's like feels like better K roll recovery. It's really hard to edge guard, and like the confirms are just insane. Like I'll be playing Mango. I actually think Mango's one of the like better players that I play. He's so good.
And he's only been playing for like a day and a half.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? That's kind of nuts.
He'll do dare out a shield on me, and I'm just stuck in stun. He'll do dare out a shield into double jump up strong or something, and I'm like, I'm just stuck.
Got you.
And I know I'm dead. So I feel like SpongeBob has really good confirms. People are kind of just like tunneling on the Nair a little too much. And if I had to pick a third, I don't know. I actually think Aang's really good.
I'm impressed you actually picked your character. Most people would not do that.
The thing is, Aang, I have to do a lot in terms of like inputs and neutral. But the thing is, when you do that, he's really, really good.
Okay.
Yeah. But if you don't do that, then you're kind of just like, oh, whatever. But his Nair is incredibly big.
Right.
Like, so big. Like, his Nair alone beats a lot of characters in neutral, and I think that's fucked up.
Is Avatar State still, like, under...
It's the worst move.
Okay, I was gonna say.
It's either the worst move in the game or the second worst move in the game.
Damn.
Yeah, it's really bad. Like, his little, like, staff thing that just spins, that move's useful. Avatar State, no. I've died for using that move. I've died using that move. I wish it's like an anti-DLC mechanic.
Okay.
So
Wow.
bad.
So it's like the reverse Bayo, like
Yeah.
witch time. Or
Yeah,
some
you
shit like
literally
that.
get worse over 100%.
That's kind of crazy. Devs, if you're listening, some patches to that would be pretty good. What are some patches you would like to see? I know it's really early, but like, what's like 2 or 3 things you think could be adjusted?
The easy out is the untechable stuff.
Right,
You
of
just
course.
Jab lock or like the stalling.
Sandy, she's broken.
Yeah. I think I don't know. There's not too much like design-wise in terms of like strength that I want patched. I want some characters to actually just get better.
Like Patrick, he's kind of dog shit.
It's funnily enough, I haven't even played like 2.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, and I know he's bad.
Yeah.
But like Toph, I feel like Toph sucks in the air. Like she's so bad.
No one's like talking about. Well, I mean, I don't even shit on Patrick. I know a Patrick beat H-Box. Shouts to H-Box.
Oh, that's true.
But Toph, yeah, that's a character I've seen like literally, and I've watched a lot of like All Star. I've seen literally nobody touch that character.
Their aerials are really bad.
Okay.
You know, the game's pretty I wouldn't say like super duper aerial based. You need characters with good ground normals to like fight grab and shit.
Yeah.
But Toph's errors are so bad.
Okay.
Which she's an earthbender and she's blind. So it's kinda canon. You know, like
maybe the devs thought about it like that. That's how I'm justifying it. That's how I'm justifying it.
I'm like, you don't. If with people that like Toph, they're like, yeah, you know, she's an earthbender. It makes sense. I'm like, you don't want it to make sense.
Right.
It's a video game.
True.
You want to be like on even par with the rest of the cast.
Nigel's flying through the air, killing people. Like, yeah, you don't want realism. You know what I'm saying? I feel that.
Like, in terms of balance, I don't really feel like anything's too ridiculous right now. I actually feel like there's a lot of really good characters. There's just a few really bad characters.
Right.
And I would like those characters to be brought up to par. Which to me, it's like Toph and Patrick for sure. I haven't seen a lot of Korra. I think Korra is not too great right now. And that's kind of
okay.
Out of like, I think it's like a roster of like 16, 18.
Yeah.
Only like 3 characters are like really bad. I'd like to see them just brought up a little more. Which
I feel that.
I talked to the dev after the tournament,
Yep.
and he's like, or maybe I was listening to HBox stream, one or the other, and he's like, you know, seeing where the meta's moving, you can kind of like make dev decisions on where you want to take characters.
Good.
So I think that's really cool.
I think they should give it some time too, like not like any just kind of snap decisions
let it
after a
develop.
week.
Yeah.
Exactly, because it'll be kind of cool to see the game go through phases. Because one thing I hate when people ask like, "Oh, how long do you think the game's gonna be around?" I was like, "Dude, don't talk about that. Just play the game and enjoy it."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's actually a really good game. I had my concerns, but like playing it and watching it, like it's really well put together.
I was the same way. I didn't think playing the game would be this fun.
Right.
But once I started playing, I was like, wow. Those character showcases weren't shit.
Once like an actual gamer gets his hands on something and breaks it open,
Yeah.
just a completely different ballgame.
So cool.
Okay, last thing before I let you get out of here. DLC. They've already confirmed they're going to do DLC. There's a lot of speculation on DLC. I want a character from Fairly Odd Parents, but I heard that Nickelodeon doesn't have the majority rights to the show, which is why that might not actually happen, which I think is just, that blows my mind because that's such a popular Nickelodeon show. But Fairly Odd Parents aside, what are like 3 DLC characters that you would love to see?
Dang it. So actually 2 of my top 3 are Fairly Odd Parents.
Okay,
which is Chip Skylark.
Chip would be sick.
Yeah, and Vicky.
Really? You want Vicky?
I think Vicky would be cool.
Oh my god! I want the Schwarzenegger judge. Dude.
Yeah, that guy too, right? The fairy, right?
Yeah, that big
he was another one I was thinking of.
Yeah, he'd be sick.
And then, sadly, the third that I want is unironically George Lopez.
Yes, dude! I've been saying that. Like, imagine like the Nicktoons are just sitting there watching TV, and the George Lopez show just comes on the television. 3
a.m. He's broken at 3 a.m.
Yeah, and someone like turns off the TV, but the music keeps going, and they like look out and they just see George Lopez and Ernie pulling up in a freaking lowrider.
Dude,
bro.
Dude,
I'm just saying, bro.
I want George Lopez. Maybe it's because we're tainted by Smash Me's, so we want literal humans.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I want George Lopez so
the
bad.
Nick at Night DLC pack would be Chris.
There needs to be a Nick at Night rep. Needs to be one.
See, we're on the same page here. Oh, also someone from Rocket Power as well. I don't care if it's Tito. I prefer Otto, but Rocket Power is just a sick ass show. You know what I'm saying? And Void, he's a sick ass player. He's the best, and he's my roommate, which means I get to make content like this, and you get to enjoy it. So what should they do, Void?
Sub to the channel.
Sub to the channel.
Follow on all the social medias,
oh my God.
which you can probably find in the description.
Listen, if this knicker can't convince you, maybe the best one can. We'll see you next time.